Hey everybody, it's the 19th of July. It's pretty cloudy today here, so it doesn't feel as hot. It's about mid-afternoon, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, something like that. So I just thought maybe I'd get out here today and give you a quick peek around the yard at this time of day, since it's not so hot out here. But just a couple of things. Bell pepper or grand bell pepper. I don't remember which one this one is, but it's some kind of chili. That cucumber is, trying to hang on. It's just been so hot here lately. Another little chili plant that is actually grown quite a bit. Another one. Serrano pepper plant, and that one's doing pretty nicely. Honeydew back there, and it's vining pretty nicely. No flowers, no blooming, nothing like that yet. That tomato, it's big and bushy and just doing somewhat great, but at the same time, it's struggling. The heat, it's trying to hang on as well as this one. And we do got a few tomatoes on this one, but like I said, it's just been so very hot out here. But onions have just kind of died. Eventually we want to move this pallet to probably over there somewhere, and eventually make it into like a fairy garden, just fairy type deal with maybe some little succulent plants. But other than that, we're going to get rid of that as far as it being here. The corn and sunflowers, when we had gotten back from our mini vacation over 4th of July weekend, it was just booming. So that's nice to see. As you can tell, I did have to take a lot of leaves off, which I did miss a couple, and I'll show you guys why I took so much off. They were just infested, like so bad. Like there's more. So what I did is I just came in and took off any kind of leaves that I seen had bugs on them. I just took them off all the way up. And obviously I did miss some, so I'm going to have to get back out here soon to get the rest of those out so it doesn't continue to be such a big problem. But those are the mammoth sunflower seeds, guys, and eventually I want to make our own sunflowers. Hopefully we'll get decent amount out of them. There's 2, 4, 6, 8. And the corn, it's doing alright. I'm sure it could be better looking, but 8. 16 plants, cool. 8 and 8 on each side. They came out perfect. And the corn, like I said, the corn seems to, it's surviving. It's surviving. And I just fed everything, guys. Gave everything some good plant food because it needed it. Mammoth jalapenos. Got a couple of them sitting on there, so can't wait for that. Strawberries from Denver, guys. So if my son were to see these, they would already be gone. So I'm glad that there's a couple here to show you that I do need to get out here and prune this. I'd like to cut it all back from over here on this side so nothing's touching this wall. Pumpkin started from seed, guys. It just kind of bunches up, takes over, goes out and about, comes out that way, goes up this trellis, which is sharing with some squash of some kind. But that squash has been struggling. So is this pumpkin plant. It's been struggling. It does really good, and then it starts to do this kind of thing. So I'm not too sure what I did wrong or what's going on with it. But as far as it's still growing, so I'm just letting it go. What else can I do? Cucumber plant. So for any of you that had seen, was able to pick a few cucumbers off of this. They were real yellow and gross. I think it's just the heat is too much. So I'm sure if we can keep this plant alive and good enough until fall, hopefully it'll produce some better cucumbers for us during the cooler season. But I mean, we're still getting some cucumbers in, guys. There's one there, there's a little one there, there's another one there, there's another one there. So I mean, it's still giving something off, but they just go bad too fast or something. I don't know what's going on. This cantaloupe plant, sorry, you guys got all blurry for some reason. Again, I've been really trying to keep up because of the heat. I want to help my plants not give so much energy into leaves like this, so I have been like clipping away. Maybe I'm doing more damage than good, but I definitely try to get rid of anything that looks sick or taking any energy that the plant can use elsewhere. But I mean, it's just tangled in and out, weaved. We got one there, we got one here. Got lots of bugs as well. Wonderful. A habanero plant, which is pretty decent size. This is a bell pepper or grand bell pepper, started from seed. That's a California wonder pepper plant. Got another cantaloupe back in there. I need to get out here. Oh, sorry guys. I need to get out here and start bracing them up before they get too heavy and just fall. So this cantaloupe plant is doing really good. I mean, it even, you know, trellises up and over and down and onto the black fencing there. So that's doing real good. I don't know what's going on with this thing, but, you know, we just try to clip off the ugly and keep the good. And if it grows, awesome. And this is our first garden ever. We've been into it a little over a year now, so maybe a year. As far as planting stuff, over a year. I started March of last year and a lot of it died, but actually getting beds up and actually producing fruit, it's only been about 8 months, so we're still fairly new to all this. As you see, this thing's starting to yellow. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna go inside and look it up real quick, see if I need to come pick that. Because then we got a couple more on there. So, an Anaheim chili plant right here. Back in there, I know it's kind of hard to see because this other one, but that's a mammoth jalapeno as well, just like the one in the crate that I showed you that already has jalapenos on it. This one does not have anything on it yet. I've been so tempted to moving it somewhere near there because that is doing way better than this one. But I'm just too afraid right now because it's too hot. So for now, I'm just going to let it be. This is that kind of pepper plant, and I mean, it's just awesome. I mean, this whole plant right here is that one plant, so it's really digging where that's at. This is another habanero right in here. This plant right here is a habanero. And again, I've just been trying to take off the ugly, you know, help the plant produce its energy into good, healthy stuff. And again, that's the cantaloupe plant that, this one doesn't look as wonderful as that one does, but it's still doing something, guys. Cucumber again, been struggling. They're just regular standard muncher cucumber, pickling cucumber, so they're not made for this kind of heat. So flowers are still okay. Now this habanero plant, you guys, is just awesome. I mean, it's just bushy. And again, do we just get rid of the ugly? I think I'm gonna cut back on the watering tonight because I fed them last night, and I want that food to just get a chance to absorb within the plant real nicely. So I think I'm gonna try to skip watering this evening. It's been pretty shady out here today, so I'm hoping that, you know, that'll do some good. These tomato plants seem to be fighting. I've been told that if I can just keep them happy enough to get to cooler temperatures, that when it gets cooler, they're they'll produce yummy, yummy tomatoes. So we'll see. As well as these 2 tomato plants here. That was a squash which didn't like the heat so much, so that's done for. Another cantaloupe plant which is doing, it's doing. So sad, guys. My blackberry, I think it's done for. I don't know much about blackberries. I don't know if it's just the time of year that they kind of go dormant because it's too hot, or if I just gotta say bye-bye. So, yeah. This one over here, guys, was freaking wonderful. It was so awesome. Tall, beautiful, just, And my son decided it was a good idea to come and cut it off right there at the tip. You can see he just snapped the whole. It was so beautiful, guys, but it made a comeback. It's still coming. So can't be mad at it. Shoot, maybe my son did me a favor. There's a lot of little flowers on it, so maybe he did more good than harm. Gotta love the children, huh? Okay, stuff that's dead and dying. And again, guys, it's been too hot to get out here and do much of anything. So my blueberry pink lemonades, I don't know, guys, same thing. I don't know if they're dormant or what, but I might have to say bye to those. Those tomato plants look pretty sad, especially the tall one there in the back. I don't think that's going to make it. I might have a little hope for the other 2, but that third one, I don't know. The grape, guys, if you guys remember me first putting in this grape, it was only so big, you know. They all start off oh so little, and I mean, it's just grown and grown and grown. There's another vine coming off there. So the grape seems to be, you know, pulling through, doing its thing. It's liking what's going on in life right now. Can't be mad at it. But I mean, look at that. So we eventually got to get another trellis type of something over here just to help that poor guy out there. Okay, just a few more things, guys, because like I said, a lot of stuff has died with it being so hot. Avocado seeds. Oh, shit. That's not cool. Sorry, guys. Excuse my language. But I have put quite a bit of... I'm a little afraid to move in here because I don't want to break nothing. But there's quite a bit of avocado seeds in here. You can see that one right there. I put as many as I could in here because I've heard that a lot of people have had, there's another one, have had more success putting them just into dirt opposed to doing the water thing. So I did let most of these soak into the dirt, or I mean in water until they cracked. And then once they cracked, I came out here and put them into the soil. So those 2 both have a crap ton of, not a crap ton, but quite a bit of avocado seeds in them. We'll see what comes of them. Can't stop showing you that corn, guys. That sunflowers are just amazing. Our shade tree up here is doing amazing. A cantaloupe there. Now, for any of you that seen that big, beautiful watermelon, I think we waited just a little too long and it got too hot or too big, or I don't know. Never grown a watermelon in my life, guys, but it busted open. Ants had a blast. So sad, so sad. We got to try the sugar baby one. I think we waited too long for that one as well because it was just like really, really slimy. It was weird. But best information about all this is we got one going here, so that'll be awesome. We got another one going there. This one also busted open, so the ants are loving that one right now too, which is horrible for me because then ants get into my plants. But anyway, so the watermelon's fighting, trying to do its thing. A jalapeno and a bell pepper. I don't remember which is which, but yeah. Tomato in there. Another watermelon plant that's not really doing much of anything. And then here comes the sun. Guys, I'm sweating now because the sun is out. So I'm going to show you this last thing and then I'm going to get inside. The cherry tree from Colorado. For those of you who've been following when that was just that big, And it has grown. I'm gonna move this third branch so we could see. So those are the 2 branches, and then you got the 3rd branch. So, I mean, that's just loving it, guys. It's doing wonderful. It's adapting real well. So, there's an update on the garden, middle of the day. Like, subscribe, share. Get motivated to start growing your own food. The kids love it. They have a ball. They get to get dirty. Yeah, sometimes they break your plants and you're a little bummed, but it's still all just wonderful and worth it in the end, guys. Love you all. Stay safe. God bless. And until next time.